Kia ora, guys. So a couple of years ago, there was this world forum where they brought together all the leaders who are working on peace work around the world. And there's this guy that tells us, there's a journalist that tells a story of in that same room. He was sitting in the middle of this round circular room, and out of this one side, you see entering Desmond Tutu. And on the other side in the same room, you see the other person entering in was the Dalai Lama. Both of them approaching the same room from opposite sides, catches a glimpse of each other. They stop. They give each other this cheeky look and a big grin on their face. And they slowly sort of wriggle in, tussle in each other, gives each other this big hug. And Desmond Tutu will go to Dalai Lama, "My, oh my, you've gotten fat." And Dalai Lama will go, "Well, speak for yourself. Look at the size of that tummy." And then what they will then do is, and out of this embrace and this friendship, they then went to tickle each other. Tickle each other. We're talking about these two world leaders with a lot of mana tickling each other and taking their lives in the sense of joy. And so, if you don't know the Dalai Lama, he does some crazy work in terms of fighting for equal rights and justice for the Tibetan people. He's a bit of a master in the Eastern world. And Desmond Tutu does this other kind of work where post-apartheid, South Africa has committed to a truth and reconciliation scheme. And so Desmond Tutu, the kind of work that he does is that during the genocide, you would have individuals who would come into different villages and literally with an axe slaughter entire families because they had a different ideology or they took a different side. And what Desmond Tutu will do in South Africa was that he will go and he will bring the perpetrators to the family who has lost their son into the same room, and he will hold these restorative justice sessions. And there are moments where the families of the perpetrators who had their son or their daughter or their family axed by this guy come and embrace them and hug them and say, "I forgive you," and have them as own part of the family. So we're talking about these two absolute giants in the world. Yet when they see each other, they tickle each other, they grin and they mock each other. And so it's this thing. It's for me. It's massive. If we are to survive and to try and do the big work in this world, we need to take joy. We need to hold ourselves lightly. We need to take ourselves less seriously so that we can do this kind of work over the long term. So if you are committing your life into working on some massive issue that's hugely draining, just remember to find joy and to take yourself less seriously, like these two brothers. See ya.